Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Monday preparations, pre-market live preparations. How's everybody doing? Let me put this on mute. So, hi there. November 6, 2023. How's everybody doing? I hope you had a nice and quiet weekend. This live I will do standing up. Too much sitting, I found, not so good for my lower back. Let me know, how do you hear me? How do you see me? Let me know that it works well for you also. Hi Nadav, hi Amir, hi Arbel, hi Leah, thank you very much for joining. Let me know, how do you see me? How do you hear me? It's very important for me to know. Let me arrange so I can see everybody. Just arranging a little bit the screen. All good is good. All good is good. How's my background? It's Shanghai. Shanghai in my background. Thank you, Amir. How about the futures? Nothing much since futures opened. Basically moving sideways between the 43.71 and the 43.57. By the way, standing up during trading is very important. We forget to stand. We forget how to walk. Not so healthy for our lower back. I can tell you this. Not healthy at all for the lower back. I had some questions, private DMs, about my Fibonacci retracements settings. Here it is. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Everything is here. You can change the colors as you wish, but these are my levels that I'm watching. These are my levels for the Fibonacci retracement. Let's see how the week will go. Which mark? I did not read any books on technical analysis. I read books only on the psychology behind trading, on the mental side. I did not read any technical books. None. So I cannot recommend. I'm not a big fan of books on the technical side, because from my experience, first, books need to be dated, and many books are outdated. The market in the past 3-4 years is not the same market that we had 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and especially it's not the same market since the beginning or the middle of the 20th century, the beginning of 1930s, 1950s, 1960s it's not the same market. It's very different. So I don't recommend. You can, but for me, the most important thing is the psychology behind trading. The technical side, you can go on YouTube, find numerous videos on the technical side and all the strategies that you want. Just write On YouTube, Mark Minervini strategy. Right on YouTube, I don't know which other ones. Basic rules. Sell high, buy low. No, joking. The basic rules, of course. The basic rules is candlestick analysis. Pure price action. Learn pure price action. Everything follows candles. Everything follows price. Everything, include volume. Everything, all these indicators that you see here, everything. You want the basics? Go to YouTube, like this. This is my channel, by the way. All the videos here, playlists. You have the Fibonacci Academy playlist, which you have 26 videos on how to become a better trader, how to control your ego, how to trade price action, trading psychology, how to develop profitable trading system, Fibonacci retracements, why technical analysis doesn't work. And I'm not a technical analyst. I'm a risk manager. You have indicator for scalping that I used. How to scale and grow trading account. How to find best stocks, setups. How to swing trade. Why most fail. So check this out if you want. Or just go on YouTube, search bar, and search the basics of price action, how to read price action. And of course, if you check in the description below for this, if you want really to take your trading journey to the highest level, shorten your learning curve, you have all the links here. As you all know, I am a full-time trader, 7 years already, but I became profitable only after 2 years. So it means I'm 5 years profitable, consistent profitable trader. In my first 2 years, it was very hard time, very rough time. I gave up basically on everything. I gave up all my I don't know, everything that I like before to have, all my spare time, all my friends' time, vacation time, TV, everything. I gave up just to learn and educate and get education from free resources and paid resources, academy, courses, one-on-one courses, pre-recorded courses, download courses, courses on the psychology behind trading, thousands and thousands of hours on YouTube, technical side and the psychology behind trading, books on the psychology behind trading. And of course, it took me 2 years until I found my way. It took me 1 year to develop my strategy, which is based on pure price action, candlestick analysis, trend lines, and Fibonacci. And then it took me around 8 to 10 months more until I really learned to consistently apply those rules. And then I became profitable trader. So overall, it took me around 2 years. And this is why I developed this course. I developed this mentorship program with lifetime access, because I know that once you finish a course like I had, every course I finished, I still felt something is missing. And that something is the support, the guidance after. Okay, I have all the rules, I have all the strategy, but what now? So this is why I developed this one-on-one live mentorship program, or the pre-recorded. Basically, both same programs both lifetime access for support and guidance, Hebrew, English, choose your language. The most important thing is that I will teach you everything that I know, everything that I learned until I became, on the psychology side and the technical side, until I became profitable trader. And the most important thing is lifetime access. Always you will have me to guide you and support you until one day, and this day will come, you will say, I don't need no one. Like me now, I don't need anyone to tell me how to trade. If my charts are good, if I'm looking good at stuff, if my strategy is working, I'm sure my strategy is working for the long run. So this was a very long answer, but I hope it answered your question. Hi, Ofer. Hi, Rafael. Let's see where SPY is heading. So, SPY on the daily, 2 gaps to the downside. We have this trend line to the upside. We have a broadening formation. Higher highs, lower lows on the SPY. Doji Friday. Maybe we'll get continuation towards the 440 and then back, closing these 2 gaps. QQQ, if you still did not watch both of my videos from this weekend, make sure you watch them. One is the stock market weekly review, sorry. This is the link. Check it out. And as I do every Sunday, top stocks to watch list. Check them out. QQQ, same thing, 2 gaps to the downside. Friday went all the way to this upper trend line, pre-market. Looks like trying to break up and above. Let's see with these 3 gaps to the downside. Let's see, Dow Jones broke above this trend line, 2 gaps to the downside. Doji of this Fibonacci trend line, the Fibonacci retracement. You can take Fibonacci from here, above the 618. Let's see if it will hold. IWM, very bullish 2 days, Thursday and Friday. This area, the 167 area, will become a very difficult area of resistance. 173 needs to hold. Bitcoin on the daily, basically trying to break above the 35,190, above it, in my opinion, 39. Below 34 area, below this area over here, we will see 33 and then 30 to the downside once again. Ethereum finally breaking above and continuing above this long-term purple downtrend line. Now the 1860 needs to hold the support. Next resistance 1970. Crude oil below the red zone and continue sliding down on this trend line. And as I always say, there are good support and there are also bad support. This is, for example, a bad support. Why? First, it's support. It was resistance over here. High, lower, high. Broke to the upside, went down, low, lower lows, which means it's support, but for the lower lows. And G1, this is a good resistance. This upper red trend line, why it's good resistance? Because it helps us to identify the higher highs. Now, in my opinion, it's not time to go long on NG1. First, we have this gap at the 328 needs to get filled. And then 322, 313, I would, if you are looking to go long on NG1, I would wait to see some kind of a bounce. Same as did here. Downtrend, doji, bounce. So also here, downtrend, I will look for a doji and a bounce to the upside. Gold is next, basically moving sideways. 2010, above it, we are heading towards the 2076. Below 1970, we are heading towards the 1945. SOXX, almost all the way to this trend line. This is why I preach that only trend lines and Fibonacci, they are our true roadmap for future price action. What else do we have? USD ILS broke below all these major trend lines, which is pretty good. Next, where USD ILS will go? This support line. Below this support line, just take Fibonacci. Don't break your head. This support area is the 50% retracement. Uptrend, downtrend, 385, 50%. Below it, 379. Apple, trend lines, resistance, support. This is resistance for the lower highs, support for the lower lows. We have a gap that was filled. No gaps on Apple. Let's see if Apple can finally break up and above this yellow trend line and then 190 to the upside. Shopify all the way to the upper trend line. We have all this zone and some for a very big gap to the downside. Hi Roy, hi Ronan. What else do we have? AMD looking very good in the post earnings. Last Tuesday, previous Tuesday, broke above this trend line, this downtrend channel. Now let's see continuation towards 119 and then 130 to the upside. I will not be surprised if sometime during this week even this red trend line will become support. Price will retest it as support before the next leg up. Nvidia continue its runaway from this red zone. Now we have trend line. Look at this. High, lower high, lower high. Amazon breaking above. Very nice break above the broadening formation, but with two dojis, which means indecision in the market. I will not be surprised if we will see Amazon going back inside, retesting the 133, and then back up towards all-time highs. If we are talking about all-time highs, Microsoft just few cents from all-time highs. 4% from all-time highs. Microsoft, ladies and gentlemen, very strong. Google continue its bounce. Now, continuation above 130, and we can start taking our long position towards the 137 gap. Tesla bounced off this red zone, this red trend line, same as did here, 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 and here. This is why I say there are also bad supports. This is a bad support. This is resistance. If you want to go long on Tesla, I would wait for another day or two closing above the 228 and then closing this gap and then towards this red trend line to the upside. Netflix, very strong. Broke and closed above the yellow trend line. And here we have another very steep uptrend channel. Touching this red line, the upper red line, and then going back, retesting this red line together with this yellow line will be very healthy before the next leg up, closing the gap at the 468. Hi Tamir, can you help me with my take profit in PLTR? I'm option long. First, I don't do options, so I cannot help you with options, but I can share my opinion. PLTR, in my opinion, below 17 to 16, Need to close the short, the long. Close the long. Continuation above 1880 towards 2026. Below 1782 even, I would close the long option. You trade stop loss. So we just did stop loss. Take profit as long as it's going up. Why close? Just move your stop higher and higher. Because you don't know. Maybe she will go 25. Maybe she will go 35. No one knows. So don't close long as price is going your way. What else? You only trade stocks or options? No, I trade stocks, crypto more or less, not so. I have a long-term portfolio for crypto. Only if I see really great moves on the altcoins, then I trade them, like Solana, maybe. What else do we have on cryptos that I trade? Solana, XRP, Link. I like to trade. I trade futures, like you know. That's it. No options. Thank you. If you're looking for swing trading ideas for this week, we have PayPal. I want to see continuation towards the 57. Above it, we are heading towards this gap over here. Airbnb, very nice. I want to see this double bottom getting validated above the 123.13. BB, BlackBerry, I want to see 2-3 days above this red zone to go long. Coin, I want to see another 2 days closing above the 86. Adobe, I want to see 2-3 days above the 570. AI closed above, Friday closed above this yellow zone, which was a very important area of support, resistance, broke up and above. Now, let's see the 28 holding. If I will see today 28 will hold, I will go long. And of course, it's only my opinion. Do your own due diligence. Never follow anyone on social media, including myself. It's good to get ideas, but do your own due diligence. APP, downtrend. I want to see a break up and above it. Box, still on my watch list. In the past several weeks or so, I want to see continuation above 26 and then above 25.30, sorry, and then 25.90. Above 25.90, we have a double bottom scenario that can take us towards 28 area. M, since previous week, we have long on M because we said we will take long above the 11.74, and now it's already here. Now our risk is 12.13. Nike, I want to see long continuation above 107, 108, and then 111 is the next resistance. Look at all this area. Very tough resistance. Breaking above it, this area will become support. Warner Music Group, I want to see long continuation above 34, at least 2-3 days. Why I say 2-3 days? Because if you look left, you can see the since beginning of September, each and every time WMG tried to break, it broke but closed below, broke, closed below, and also last Friday broke above, closed below. So I want to see at least 2 days closing above the 33, and then we can start taking our long position. CRWD, CrowdStrike, I want to look for long continuation above the 192, and then we are heading towards the 201, towards this middle trend line. Above it, we will see 230 and 240. The only thing we have full control of is our risk management. What else do we have? RK. two major gaps to the upside. Now all this area, the 40-40 area from resistance, look last Friday also resistance. It was a very important area of resistance, resistance, support, resistance. Two gaps to the downside. We have this gap over here. We have this gap over here. If you're not long yet on RK, I would like to see another day closing above the 40-40 area, and then we will see 42 and 45. If you're long already, you should manage your risk according to the Fibonacci levels to the downside, trend lines, and the ATR. Think of yourselves as risk managers. We are not traders. We are risk managers. Because if you will not manage our risk, aka manage our money, manage our portfolio, we will burn up and we will blow up our accounts. And once we will blow up our accounts, we need to look for a new job. Think about it this way. You think gaps will be closed before new highs? SPY, Q, IWM. I don't know. I just follow price. Let's see. Friday with a doji. Doji, after this bull run, represents what might be a trend reversal. And look where the doji came from. Off a trend line. Doji over here. Downside. Doji over here. No one knows. Let's see. Be prepared. If it will close, this gap next will be 427. Below 427, this gap will get filled. And we are talking 2.5% to the downside. It's not so bad before the next leg up. And this gap, as you can see, it's on the 50% retracement. And we know that the 50% retracement on the Fibonacci is a very important area of retracement. What else? What do you say about short on AMD towards the trend line that broke? Seems like the past support trend line became resistance, creating... We talked about AMD. For now, if you go short, you're fighting the trend. And the trend now on AMD is very strong to the upside. So don't go short unless you see trend reversal to the downside. Same as you saw here. Same as we saw here. Same as we saw over here. Do you see trend reversal to the downside? I don't. Don't look for things that are not there. If today we'll close a doji, then tomorrow might be a good idea to go short with a proper risk management. But for now, look at the line. Goes up. What else? What do you think about Roblox for long? Roblox for long. By the way, this is the perfect time to hit the like, the subscribe, to share with your friends, and hit the notification bell. Help me grow this channel. This is the only thing that I ask from you. Help me grow this channel so we can reach a broader audience to help more people become better traders each and every day, trading-wise and mental-wise. Never neglect your mentality, the psychology behind trading. Roblox broke above the 32 last Thursday. Friday continuation up. Now this area, the 33, needs to hold the support. And looks like we are heading towards the 37 gap. Very nice long. I'm in the trade since the price 33. Okay. How do you manage your risk? You have Fibonacci, support to the downside. You have ATR. If you don't know how to use ATR, check the Fibonacci Academy playlist. We have a special video on how to use ATR to manage your risk. What else? What else do we have? Let's talk about AMD. You have a broad information because broad information is everywhere. And this is your broad information. Okay, Arbel. This is your broad information. If price will touch here, like it did here with 2, 3 dojis, failing to break above, and then you see same price action as we see over here, you will get over here, then it might be good idea to go short. But for now, we have a very strong sentiment on AMD to the upside. And this is why we all say broadening formations are everywhere and everything. This is the only true formation for price action. Once again, futures 2 hours not moving, futures 15 minutes not moving. If you want to join us in the premium room, it will be our pleasure. We are a very nice community of traders. Why we never see? We have a very nice community of traders in the premium room and on the exclusive requests that help each other during trading hours and after trading hours. Exclusive requests, premium room, everything that you need to become a better trader, and a community of like-minded traders who think and help each other. We don't think the same. It's not good to think the same. It's always better to have many ideas, but we share ideas. We help each other during hours and of course after hours. And you have my almost 24/7 support. I need to sleep sometime, but premium members can testify that I help, that I answer all their questions. So, any other requests? Any other? How did you like this live? While I'm standing up, I find it very helpful for me. I stay alert, I stay more focused by standing up. Also during hours, during training hours, stand up. You will be more focused. So, I hope you liked this live. If you did, like, subscribe, share with friends. I want to thank you all for joining this live. Thank you very much. Until the next live, until the next video, trade safe and please do me a favor, stay safe.